everyone, I'm Savannah and this is Uniscent. We talk everything fragrance related. From niche and designer to Middle Eastern fragrances, we discuss it all. If this sounds like something that would interest you, please consider subscribing, click that like button, and please don't forget to leave a comment. So I'm very excited about today's review. I got a new fragrance literally today, and I really wanted to review it for you immediately just so that you guys get an idea of what it smells like. It's brand new. It's just been released. I think it's just been released everywhere, but it's definitely just been released in South Africa. So I'm really excited to share this fragrance with you, and it is AFRMAF's Odyssey Marshmallow. So this is obviously AFRMAF's take on Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow, but I have a couple of thoughts about it, and I am excited to share those with you. So I love the packaging. I think it's really cute. It's quite colorful, quite pastel. It kind of suits all the packaging that's been going with all the other brands that have done Boujee Marshmallow dupes. So it kind of fits in with all of those dupes as well. So let's just take a look at the bottle. I love the bottle. I think it's really cute. So firstly, let's go through the notes. I'm going to compare both Yum Boujee Marshmallow and Odyssey Marshmallow as well. So we're going to compare notes, and then we'll go through the scents, the two different scents, as I do have both. So we'll go through both of them. I don't have any of the other dupes from any of the other brands, so I can't say anything about those, but I do have obviously the original, and then I will compare the original to Odyssey. So in the notes of Odyssey Marshmallow, in the top we have coconut, peony, apple, lily of the valley, and lemon. In the mid we have marshmallow, apricot, strawberry, raspberry, peach, and orange blossom. And in the base we have mascarpone cheese, praline, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. So we've got quite a big note breakdown in the Odyssey Marshmallow. There's quite a few fruity notes in there, more than in the Yum Boujee. So in Yum Boujee, the top notes are freesia, Italian lemon, nectarine blossom, and apple. In the mid, we have marshmallow, strawberry, coconut, and orange blossom. And in the base, we have whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, musk, raspberry, and ambroxan. So the floral notes are slightly different. The orange blossom is the same in both, but the others are a little bit different. There's obviously the nectarine blossom in the Yum Boujee Marshmallow, and then there's lily of the valley in Marshmallow, Odyssey Marshmallow, as well as peony. So I do have the dry down on 2 strips. I've got the dry down of each on 2 strips. So I'm just going to spray the initial opening on 2 strips as well. Decent sprayer, not pressurized or anything, but it is a decent sprayer. Then I do have a dedicated review on Yum Boujee Marshmallow already uploaded, so I will link that in the description as well if you want to go check that out. So I'm not going to do a full review on this one because I already have done a full review on this one. So I'm just going to compare the two and see if they are quite similar. So I'm firstly just going to go through Odyssey Marshmallow and go through what I pick up in the notes, what I pick up when I smell in the initial opening and then in the dry down. So immediately the coconut comes through. It's quite strong in the coconut. That is coming through probably the most for me initially. The apple is also quite prominent, but the apple is prominent in both of them. And then the strawberry is also pretty strong. The strawberry and the coconut are meshing quite well together. Then I get a little bit of powderiness that's kind of coming from almost like a dusted marshmallow, the dust on the marshmallow, the powderiness on the marshmallow. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting a combination of coconut, apple, strawberry, and marshmallow dust. There is a slight floral aspect as well. The dry down is quite vanilla heavy and very marshmallowy. The apple kind of fades a little bit and the coconut fades a little bit, and it's more strawberry, marshmallow, and vanilla. I find Odyssey Marshmallow quite fruity in general. I find it quite a bit fruitier than Yum Boujee Marshmallow. In the dry down, you do sort of pick up that mascarpone cheese. It's very subtle, but it is there. Okay, and then comparing them both, for me, Odyssey Marshmallow definitely is the fruitier version. There's a lot more fruits in it, which you can already pick up in the notes. There's a lot more fruits in the Odyssey Marshmallow. But Yum Boujee Marshmallow is a little bit creamier as well. It's a little bit creamier. It's a little bit more floral, in my opinion. I think that nectarine blossom comes through quite a bit in the Yum Boujee Marshmallow from Kayali. And personally, I find Yum Boujee Marshmallow a little bit sweeter. Although Odyssey Marshmallow is sweet, it's still very sweet. So it's not saying that it's not sweet. It's definitely very sweet. I find the Yum Boujee Marshmallow sweeter. Sweeter, creamier, less fruity, a little more floral. Still both heavy on the marshmallow and the vanilla. So they're definitely in the same family. They definitely have similarities, but there are a couple of differences. So I think the Odyssey Marshmallow is a little bit of a twist on the Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow. I also don't pick up on as much coconut in Yum Boujee Marshmallow as I do in Odyssey Marshmallow. Geez, I'm saying marshmallow so many times. And I find that Yum Boujee Marshmallow is also not as powdery as Odyssey Marshmallow. I find Yum Boujee Marshmallow still a little powdery, but not quite as much as in Odyssey. So when I tasted them side by side, the Odyssey seemed to be a little bit stronger than the Kayali. I find Odyssey to project a little bit more. I can't really say too much on longevity because I did only get it today and I have only been wearing it for 5 hours. And it's still going quite strong, so I'm not unhappy with it. I'm quite happy with it. And I know I've been to a couple of friends' places and they smelled me from my car, so it definitely projects quite a bit. Obviously, longevity-wise, I'm not sure how long it's going to last. I will put the longevity up on the screen because I'll know obviously by the end of the day. So I'll put the longevity up on the screen. And yeah, so the projection is really good. I really enjoy the projection. It's only been 5 hours now and there is still decent projection. So I'm pretty happy about that. With Yum Boujee Marshmallow, I struggle a little bit with the performance of it. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say that it is a strong performer. I find it kind of average. Initially, it's quite strong, and then it definitely gets a little bit less. So it's not a bad performer. I wouldn't say that it's a bad performer, but it's definitely not beast mode. Also, with regards to performance of Odyssey Marshmallow, I also don't know how the performance is going to improve. I assume it is going to improve because it was only made, I think, in August. It was only produced in August. So it's obviously brand new, so it needs to maturate a little bit, and we'll see how strong it gets over time. I know my Odyssey Candy got super strong with maturation. So that one is a beast mode now, and I'm really happy with that one. So I'm hoping that this one does the same thing. It already has pretty good performance from what I have tested. but I'm hoping that it gets even stronger. So this is definitely a spring-summer fragrance. I wouldn't say it's really appropriate for winter. Maybe fall on like warmer fall or autumn days. I would definitely say that it's definitely summer and spring appropriate. It's also a youthful and playful kind of fragrance. I don't find it sexy, but rather a little bit flirty and fun and playful. I don't think there's any age restrictions on it. I think it's suitable for all ages. I don't find it juvenile, but I also don't find it mature. I kind of just find it kind of suits everyone. There's no limits on ages of who could wear this. I would definitely say that this is a gourmand, but it's definitely on the fruitier side. So it's gourmand, but not chocolatey gourmand or anything like that. It's definitely on the fruitier side. The strawberry is very prominent in it. Yeah, that's what I get from it. Strawberry, coconut, apple, marshmallow. That's the prominent notes in my nose. And I love this fragrance. I'm really happy and pleased that I got it. So it's definitely blind buy safe. I didn't blind buy it, but I was going to if I didn't have the time to go actually test it. But I would have blind bought it, and it is blind buy safe. Now the big question is it a good dupe to Yum Boujee Marshmallow? So I would say it is duping Yum Boujee Marshmallow to an extent. It's not an exact dupe. I would say it's probably about 70-75% similar. And with the differences being that it's fruitier, less floral, less creamy, but more powdery. So that's kind of what I get from it. It's a lot fruitier than Yum Boujee Marshmallow though. So that's kind of what I'm getting a difference. I find the performance for now seems to be better, but I don't know. I haven't played around with it for long enough to know yet. But for now, from what I'm getting from today, it seems to be slightly better than Yum Boujee Marshmallow on my skin, that is, obviously. But I do think that it's not redundant to own both of them, or to own one of the closer dupes to Yum Boujee Marshmallow and this one. I think owning both, you can layer them both and it'll be an absolute beast. I think it'll project heavily, and I think it'll work really well together. But I don't think it's redundant owning both. Definitely not. But I definitely do recommend it. So that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please remember to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried this new one? Have you tried any of the other dupes? Which ones are your favorites? Do you prefer the OG over all of them? Please let me know your thoughts. I'd really be keen to hear what you have to say. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.